Cody.
Hello and welcome to Epic Interactions, where a couple guys and a couple girls get together, play some Dungeons & Dragons, try and stay alive, get over some sickness, drink some coffee. So welcome.
This strong.
Yeah, so as you can see, Rahun is going to be joining us over Skype tonight. He is fairly sick, and we do not want to get sick from him, so we will be doing that. Maybe, I don't know. So, yeah, Jeremy might, as far as I know, Jeremy is joining us, but I don't think he's actually currently responding. So if he hops on, he is already in Skype, so he'll just pop on in.
Oh.
And then Atreya is working on a medical. She's actually at a hospital right now, working on some family stuff. So she will be there. So hopefully everything will be good there. And we're gonna go ahead and progress into tonight's episode. Oh, sorry. Other announcements.
Yeah, excuse me.
Next Wednesday is tentative. We're not 100% sure if we're going to be playing or not, just due to a birthday that we're going to be celebrating. We're going to be down in Orlando, enjoying some time there, doing escape rooms and stuff. So if we're not on, you should see more updates and stuff on the Facebook page. So if you're not on the Facebook page, go like the Facebook page, and you'll be able to see if we're going to hop on or not. So other stuff. I think that's pretty much all the announcements. We do have some affiliates. If you'd like, you can go on to Facebook and Twitter and join our stuff there. You'll be able to see different things and what we're doing there. So with that, we're going to go ahead and go on to tonight's episode of Epic Interactions. We'll be right back. Alright, hello and welcome back. So, today, our heroes are currently in the city of Kalimdor, or the city of ice, or what it was known. As you have all found out that the city is essentially isolated except for a couple of people who have done whatever they can possible to survive. Some have actually become deceased, as you have resurrected a mom. You have also found out that an innkeeper, in order to stay alive, has developed a appetite for humans, or humanoids, so to speak. In learning this information, he currently is dead in the room, as currently. As the mom and the daughter are still in the inn. You guys heard a horn from coming from the mountains as you all stepped outside to see that there were four. Actually, I apologize due to last week. So there is a blizzard currently happening, so you can only see so far. But so we have Bob and Atreya see 2. Rahun and Cass also see 2, and Baltimore and Emerald don't see anything because they're all
inside the house.
Yeah, but you guys came out to look outside for the horn. Yeah.
We did, yes. We came outside.
But you guys don't see anything, but you know that it's coming from the northeast and northwest mountain passes coming down.
You wanted to go find the soldiers.
Yeah. But we didn't find any of them.
No.
Yeah. Not that you saw. But you did check the body in the coffin.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
And it felt like there was chunks that were bitten out of it.
Yeah, we weren't sure what to do with it. So
you don't know if it was bitten. You just know that there was chunks missing.
Yeah.
I thought I wrote a medicine check and it said it felt like bite marks.
I don't remember that. I think it was mostly just chunks missing. Yeah.
I mean, either way, it's okay. However you take it is okay.
Because I asked if
chunks
I rolled
missing out
medicine
of a
check
bite.
then. Just
Sure. Go ahead. I'll say with advantage, just for the fact that I didn't specifically go back and look at it.
You're not being able to see 23.
23. You would say that it's not necessarily one bite. Like it's like a chunk. So it's not like, a bite out. It's if you wanted to guess it was a bite, you would have to assume that it was like multiple things attacking this one area.
Okay. Like multiple people taking bites out of this thing. Okay.
In that one specific spot.
Yeah.
Because the other parts of the body are fine.
Okay.
So it's up to you how you want to take that.
Yeah.
Because
Werewolves.
you haven't unraveled it. You haven't unraveled the body. Unless you wanted to unravel the body, then you could. But
I'll just assume werewolves.
you did. So yeah. So we walk out into the front there. So that way everybody can see kind of a overview. Overview. Thank you. So this is where you guys are at. Cody, can you see that?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So you guys are free to do with what you wish. As you see them, all four of them are just kind of looking in the area, just kind of analyzing it. And you can see that they're almost taking deep breaths as they go. But they haven't said anything nor have given acknowledgement to you.
Well,
I guess it was just a horn.
The camera
Yeah.
a little more down.
We go back inside.
Which one?
The one that's overviewing on the map because, there, perfect. Okay, now I can see everybody.
We're doing a fight this thing, right? We're doing a fight
And to give you guys kind of what they look like.
I thought we released that thing on.
Oh.
Let that thing out.
All I see is a large shield.
I'd probably go really badly.
Yeah.
It just sounds
It always does.
entertaining.
Is that supposed to be on the cross track?
We should let that thing out.
Yeah. So I tried to print out using the 3D printer some frost giants, but it didn't really work out that well. And you guys all see kind of what they do. They all hold an axe in one hand. They have two bracers. They're just big, massive, muscular, light blue skin with a huge beard, like one that goes all the way down to their waist. As they seem to be wearing like some kind of cloth armor, but you also see it's kind of like embroidered with a whole bunch of different steels and metals. As they wear like a helmet that has two horns off to the side, and then of course some fur boots. Also with Atreya and well, you guys wouldn't know, but for the sake of them, the frost giant that you guys found in the rubble turns back into his cloaked self and goes back into the rubble.
Who saw this?
Atreya and Bob, which are not here.
Well,
Yeah, they're not here.
we don't see anything, so me and Emerald walk back inside.
No, they don't seem like they noticed you. They're just kind of. It almost looks like as if they're surveying a battlefield.
I take my hand and I put it across Cass and just kind of usher us back into the door frame, and I crack the door so we can see out of it, but not where it's like wide open.
Okay, so do you line them? So you guys come back inside the house and crack the door.
Just to see what happens.
Who else is you guys said you went back in?
I'm looking outside of the door. I'm just like.
So you also have the door kind of cracked open.
I'm just looking
kinda
like, okay, there's a horn. It sounds like a battle cry, but it's a blizzard. What could this be? So I'm just like waiting until I see something.
I'm checking the place, asking if anybody alive is in here. I mean you no harm.
You don't hear any responses.
I do detect magic.
Sure.
Wait, so are we in your vicinity now?
Not in mine.
Are Rahun and I in their vicinity?
No, you guys are at
No?
the tavern. We're looking for the soldiers.
Yeah, you guys are over in the inn. He's over at the brothers' place, and then they're over at the rubble. And he's just. What was that one more time?
What did it seem like Bob and Betrayer are doing?
You tried to look across the field to see it but you don't even see the rubble. It looks like you can't even see past the little town center in the middle. So you do not know.
Elf. Do you see anything with your elven eyes?
Copyright.
I see 2 frost giants.
Well, yes, but do you see where the rest of our companions are?
No, I think Emerald and Baltimore ran out of the tavern.
Do we wait to attack? What's your call?
Well, I don't think we need to face them head on. I don't think we have a chance if we just run right up to them.
You see as they move down into the town.
Well,
So-
we have a few options. We go and try and find everybody else, or we try to protect everybody who's in here, which the people who are inside the tavern DM is the little girl and her mother, correct?
Correct.
Gotta think about that too.
And you see that they they are deliberately stepping in certain areas. Like you see, like they're kind of they take it very slow, and then they stop, and then they turn, and they avoid one area. You see that they avoid the. Oh, you can actually see. They avoid this circle right here. This guy he goes to step here, but then he comes this way, and this guy takes the long way around.
What are they avoiding?
Probably the traps in the town. You should probably be marking this down. Have the ink or quill.
Like making a little, yeah, I'll pull some things out of the, like a piece of parchment out of the bag.
Do you have a piece of parchment?
I do.
You have ink?
Out of the, oops, sorry.
And do you, are you, rough sketching a map?
Yeah, I know I have paper and a quill because I had rough sketched a map before. Yeah,
Okay,
I do.
Alright. So, go ahead and make a,
Cartographer.
very good cartographer. No, actually, just go ahead and make a dexterity check. Or, no, make an intelligence check, so that way we can see how,
Okay.
intelligent you make this map.
11.
11?
You just said intelligence, right?
Huh?
You said just intelligence, right?
Yeah, just intelligence.
11.
11? So you make a decent map, very quickly, you draw four,
Right.
little things, and then you're like, okay, here are the stairs, and then you're like, it's rough, it's rough, but it's in that area. It's rough.
If I use my little, would I have enough knowledge, DM, to wind up my? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna wind up my little tinker tool thing, and I will. I want it to be small, but won't get affected by the blizzard. Yeah, I just remembered the blizzard. I was like,
Yeah, it is Blizzard, yeah.
Yeah, I just get blown away if I tried to throw it out. I'm trying to figure out how to contact you guys.
A nice
Without alerting the frost giant satellite. So, I don't know.
Okay, so,
Do you,
sorry.
Rahun, do you think there's only one of those creatures inside the cave?
Do I know? Yeah, I do know about the creature in the cave. I helped close up the wall.
Yeah, I think we were all in the house when we.
Yeah, but I know that Ryan walked down it. And I didn't actually walk down it. I think I came in at the last second, so I don't know. I think maybe.
Well, it'd probably be a big gamble, but we could let that thing out and try and get everybody we want to keep safe inside there until...
That's actually not a bad idea. DM, is there a room directly across the room that has the tunnel in it?
Yeah, there's a room right across, right?
Alright, so I open up the tunnel. You stay in the room across with the woman and the child and wait for my signal for the all clear, and then we go in? Or do you want to... Because I don't know if there's only one. I mean, it's not information that I really know.
Well, the only people that would be in the cave, right? Or anybody who was a cannibal. Right?
Yeah, but we don't know how many of them.
Do you think that we might be able to sneak back? Okay, so the tunnel is in...
I think the best choice right now is we just make sure that the mother and the daughter are safe. So how about we all just kind of get behind the bar for now? Or you three do at least. I'll stay at the door here and I'll let you know what's going on with the Crouch Islands. Try to figure out a way to contact Baltimore and Emerald too if you can. That's probably our best bet. Like, we gotta get the group back together.
Okay, where's Corvus? I whistle.
You whistle outside?
Is there an open window?
There are no windows.
I know. That's 50 times.
Just gotta get a sticky note and put it right on the front. There are no windows in the tavern.
No windows!
the camera.
But it's an inn, there's always windows!
Yep.
Okay, so then I will step by the door, like, stealthily.
Okay. So you're by the door.
To peek out. Well, we know they're, like, far enough away because...
Well, right now, they are probably like 25, 30 feet out from the door.
That's not very far away. Okay.
So Emerald, I look over, can't see him.
So, speaking of Emerald in Baltimore, what are you two doing?
So I'm waiting to see if I hear anything. Do I hear anything? Slam the door shut.
I'm searching the place.
Vampires or nah? I
You
yell
hear the
out.
door.
Correct. And I yell out, vampires or nah?
No, there's no vampires here.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Both of you, everybody make perception, or sorry, no, just you two make perception checks.
Yeah.
29. Oh, sorry. 22.
21.
You hear a sound.
Didn't we hear this last time, or is this a different?
No, it's right after you slam the door. So you slam door, you hear it go,
and then I hear that sound.
and then you hear that sound.
I drop to the floor.
I watch him drop to the floor.
It's one of those like scissor things in Indiana Jones.
So I start walking around the house. It doesn't seem like there's any life whatsoever. Oh, and my detect magic. Okay.
No.
So I mean, it still stays up. So there's nothing magical I see as I'm inspecting the house.
You got it.
Can I make a survival check to see if they're actually to see when the last time somebody was living in this house?
Sure.
Like,
Can I?
Like alive?
Sure.
Because they're saying that they saw people, but we didn't. So now I'm just curious, did they actually see anybody?
Since I'm laying on the ground, can I do like a spider crawl across the entire floor and do an investigation?
Yeah, you just
Well, I'm gonna investigate the floor to see if there are any like traps or tricks or something.
Sure.
So investigation?
Yeah.
17?
17?
17.
From way everything's looking, it doesn't look like anybody's been here for a long time. But there are very subtleties. There are very subtle things that make you kind of think why would that be in that place if somebody wasn't here recently?
So could I then make an insight check to see if how the manner of how the place is like with these small subtleties, if this is more of a performance that somebody is putting on to make it seem like there's nobody here.
Make an insight check.
21 for my investigation.
You don't find any traps.
Nothing, even like on the sides of the walls.
15. Based on the insight check, you take a look around and you do get the feeling that it is made to look as if nobody is here.
Okay.
Like they tried to, maybe not. Yeah, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the room that sticks out, like, to me, like, a lot? What's
coffin?
What's in? Oh, the coffin. I'm gonna try to move the coffin.
Okay. So it's on like a raised platform.
Mm-hmm. The platform, is it like connected to the ground?
Yeah.
Is it stone?
No.
What's it made of?
Kind of like a wood material.
Wood. I'm gonna push the coffin off the wood thing.
Okay. So you go to push. Make a strength check.
We're so far.
DM, do I notice that the frost giants are walking away from the tavern?
You notice that they seem to be setting up for something. Like, you see them moving around the traps and whatnot, but you see that they hear that horn and then they start to, like, come together, so to speak. What was that?
18.
18? Yeah, so you go to push it as... and then you feel a slight breeze coming from underneath the coffin.
So I continue to push it more.
Hey, you see him as he's starting to push. Do you help him?
Oh, I guess I walk over. You said it's a raised platform, so if we continue to push, these things will fall off.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a breeze that we get.
Well, he gets it. He doesn't say anything.
Like the coffin.
Well, if I walk over to him and see what he's doing, would I then feel the breeze?
You feel the breeze.
So
I look at Baltimore.
Well, hold on now.
All I said was I looked at him.
Why don't we just pick it up? You just walk to one side up, but we'll just pick it up and set it on the ground.
Sure.
Because, I mean, if there is somebody here and we just pushed off their dead relative, like, they might be a little bit pissed off.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You both lift up, and as you lift up, you do see that there's a hole, in the middle of the wood, but you kind of see it's jagged up. You can almost see, like, somebody took a hammer and just kind of pounded out a hole.
In the coffin or underneath? Where the wood is?
Underneath where the wood is. And then you see there's, like, a makeshift ladder that goes down. And when I say makeshift ladder, I'm sorry, bad representation. Not a makeshift ladder. It's like a whole bunch of bed sheets that have just been kind of like knotted together.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
To make a way down.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take out a pebble, cast light, and drop it down this hole.
It goes.
And it doesn't stop.
Doesn't stop?
You don't hear it, and the light goes out. So you would assume it's past the point of.
Past the point of what? So I guess
like,
it'd be 60 feet?
Like when you drop like a light of something and it just keeps going down and down and down and down and down, you eventually lose. Like the light spectrum doesn't go up past that.
I'm gonna pull up
But
that thing.
60 feet?
I'm gonna pull up the.
It's past 60 feet.
No, but I'm saying our line of sight would be 60 feet.
Yeah, but because it's a light, like humans can actually see a candle lit like 150 feet out, like on an elevation.
Okay.
Like that's just the way our eyes work. But I'm saying like it keeps going to the point where you don't see it anymore.
I'm gonna pull the makeshift.
And you don't hear it drop. You don't hear it like.
With my detect magic up, and I'm still looking down this hole, does anything light up?
Not in range.
I'm gonna pull up the rope.
What was that? You pulled
pulling.
Yeah, I start helping him
So
pull
you
the rope.
just keep pulling and 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 pulling.
Is the rope magical in any way that we're doing?
It's not a rope. It's just a bunch of men.
Yeah, but do the sheets light up to me at all?
Yes. But you can just tell there's just a lot of freaking sheets.
Yes.
But we'll go there.
And I'm keeping a mental note of how, like, the footage,
yeah,
that is going right now.
And I look at him like, this is going down to the center of the earth, or the center of our landmass.
Or to hell.
Correct. As above, so below.
So you see as
And we both stop, look at each other.
Yes.
Raboon and Cass, you guys see as one of the frost giants goes over to where one of the wards is marked, the one off to the right. As he goes and he steps in that ward, as you see the platform raise, as this big stone cylinder rises about 30 or 40 feet, and they just are waiting. How many?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I am so excited
What direction are they?
because you and I have no idea what's going on.
They're looking
outside.
toward the south mountainside.
Wait,
Throw open the door.
what?
So I
Sorry.
know
Slams the
Do
door.
I know that's the direction of where?
Push the coffin off.
Yeah, where they're at. Yeah, but it doesn't look like they're looking down at like a door. It almost looks like they're looking up at the mountain pass.
In the direction they came from?
No. So they came down, they set up, and now they're looking at the mountain waiting.
They're looking, so like they're massive beings, right? So
Right.
if they were looking at a door, they'd be looking down at a vertical angle.
Right.
But they're looking up at the mountain pass.
No, I get that. Which direction though? The direction opposite from which they came?
South.
Okay.
Correct.
There's
Yeah, the direction opposite of where they came.
I think I ran out of creamer, so I'll use the peppermint.
Yeah, that'll work.
They're the one.
Go on.
So, after some time, you see as like you can't make it out, but they are looking at something. As you see the heads, like of all of them, start to like almost follow an object, but you can't see the object due to the blizzard.
Okay.
And actually make a perception check. Yeah, disadvantage. You make a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay. We can make more. No, I'd probably use the pocket.
15.
15. So unfortunately, you do not hear or see
What did you say? Perception?
what is happening.
You said perception, right?
Yeah, perception.
16.
With disadvantage?
Oh, shit. Damn it. 14.
Yeah, you don't see it.
Rahun.
Yeah.
I do have a bow of elven eyes. I can shoot the bow and it allows me to see through the next arrow shot. It could help us like visualize something, but I don't want to use it if it's going to draw attention to me.
You do you, Elf. I don't know what to do. I mean, I'll protect you if they come after us, hopefully.
What would they be waiting for from the mountains?
The dragon.
Can I primeval awareness a dragon?
Yeah.
Okay, can I do that?
Yeah, you primeval awareness, and it's up to 5 miles, right? Or a mile. I think it's 5 miles in your favorite
It's
terrain,
5.
1 mile out in
What terrain are we in?
mountain.
I think that is. And they are my favorite enemy. Just saying, dragons.
Are you in
Favorite
your terrain?
enemy. Yes.
Great. You do know that one is within 5 miles. 6 miles. No?
1 mile in victories.
Cass, what are we doing?
Oh, well,
Cass.
either way.
There's
It's
a-
within 5 miles.
You said there's one dragon within 5 miles.
There's one dragon within. Yeah. There's one dragon within 5 miles.
There's one dragon that I can sense within 5 miles.
It's probably that fucker who's been destroying this place.
And what do you?
We should probably just wait and see what's going on.
If these frost giants have the their crystal thing, where do you think they'd keep it?
Not on them. They'd probably be back at whatever camp we set up at. Because I'm sure the dragon probably wants it too, so they're probably
Right.
hiding from him as well. Let's just wait and see. But yeah, shoot one of those arrows. See if you. Well, if you already know that it's here, then we probably know that's most likely what
I have a feeling if there's one within 5 miles, there's more where it's coming from. I'm getting a sense that there's going to be more than one dragon. Or, I'm guessing.
I don't know. We'll see. Dragons are pretty territorial.
And you also are getting undead. You also feel one undead.
Oh yeah.
What doesn't that kind of what
You
undead are?
can relay that information.
Yes. I'm also sensing that there's one undead.
That's probably the guy. Oh, just one.
Probably what?
Just one.
Just one.
That's probably the guy in the tunnel. So you're only just feeling one. And how far can that reach?
How far was the range of the
Do you
undead?
get to know where it's at? Sorry, I don't even
No, I'm not asking that. I'm asking
the
like,
direction?
Like, how far is your reach? Like, how do you know?
Yeah, I'm trying to ask him because he didn't tell
It's 6
me.
miles. It's up to 6 miles.
No, like, can I sense how far away the creature is from me? Like you said, like, if I sense an undead, can I tell, like, how close it is to me? Like, can I tell if it's in
Oh, that's what I'm looking
within
at.
1 mile or?
Well, that's what I'm looking at.
Okay, I'm trying to look at it too. Huh?
It doesn't reveal the
It's on
location
the
or
ground.
number of them.
It should go. Yeah. What'd you say? Just
no,
the
you don't
number?
know. It doesn't reveal the location or the number of them.
Okay.
So you
So
wouldn't even know that there's one. It would be just.
right. So I'm sensing dragon and undead.
Yeah, the undead's probably the guy in the tunnel. And yeah, the dragon's probably what they're looking at. So you can probably just wait here for Bob and Atreya or somebody to return and see what they're doing.
I mean, you're right. If none of them know we're even here, we can just kind of bunker down and try and stay safe until they.
No, everybody knows that we're here. You don't know where everybody else is. That's what I'm saying. Like, they'll try to hopefully come back here. But.
Right, but I meant the frost giants and the dragons.
Oh, don't. Yeah.
They're after each other. I mean, as far as they're concerned, there's nobody here. That,
So, yeah. So let's cross our fingers and let's just wait and see what happens.
except for the frost giant that rebelled.
Yeah. I look over to the mother and the child and I'm like, you should probably, like, stay behind the bar.
They're already behind the bar. They're scared.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that stay behind the bar. Don't go anywhere. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna just hunker down, I guess. Do you wanna let's go ahead and start reinforcing the place. Let's like set up some tables for like I don't know.
Okay, so you reinforce the place. So you guys keep pulling up. You finally start getting toward the end. As the end looks to like it starts off with a couple spots of blood, and then the bottom of it just gets soaked with blood.
Like
It's
it's actively been soaked, like it's
Or is
been
it dry
been
soaked?
sitting.
In a
It's been
pool of
sitting in
blood.
a pool of blood.
and it's still soaking wet.
And it's still wet. Yeah. You're looking at about 450 feet.
I want to go.
I could turn into a raven and go down and check it out.
You
How
guys
you gonna
just
see as a
climb
raven?
down,
No, they didn't climb down. They pulled up
It's
up
dark.
the sheets and measured it.
What?
up the
And there's no light though.
Yeah, there's no light.
Like,
But the pebbles.
How long did that take us to go to pull that up roughly?
A while.
Like 20 minutes.
What's a while? Yeah,
Sure.
20 minutes.
But your pebble's still down there. Unless it's.
Well, it would be out by now. It only lasts 10 minutes. But if I casted another one, you were Raven. You could hold the pebble in your mouth.
Yeah, but then it would go out after 10 minutes. Unless I.
You're
go.
flying though.
You'd also have to think about your vision too,
Yeah.
and if you're holding it and it's bright, shining bright into your eyes.
Well, if you're holding it in your mouth,
I'd have to drop it when I get down there.
what if you held it in your talon though?
Oh, that'll work.
It's true, I could.
And you can hold 2 pebbles.
But I can only cast it one time. So actually,
That's
This is an
cantrip, isn't
option.
it?
you get a really big one that requires.
But what if I
20
go
feet
down
in.
there and I get eaten?
Yeah, if I cast it again, it just misses the original. So.
Then turn into something bigger.
But if I go down there, what if I get eaten?
I mean, pool of blood. That's kind of.
Yeah.
That's kind of odd.
Do you need a player's handbook?
Pool of blood. You said like the end of this is still soaking, right?
Yep.
So how much of it is actually soaked?
Like 20 feet.
Crap.
That's a deep trench of blood.
Yeah. At least 20 feet. I mean, it's up to you. If you want to go down, I'm okay with it. But
I don't know if I'm feeling comfortable. Last time I took a dive down somewhere deep, I died.
well, it's good you just
Correct. I know. We don't need to go back to that.
yeah.
I can climb down it. It would take a long time.
Okay, but if you're flying down, it'd be easier for you to get out and fly back up versus it is to try to crawl if something attacks you.
I guess it's true. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess turn into whatever you want to turn into, so I know how big of a pebble to give you.
I think the raven would be the best.
Whatever.
So you pop into a raven.
How large of a raven is he? Like a regular size, normal size raven? Okay, yeah. So I'll take out I take out a pebble, but I realize it's really small. So because I mean it's just pebbles. So I'm gonna look around. Is there like a something larger? Okay, so
There's like a mug you want to cup.
That seems kind of heavy.
Can you hold?
It's like a wood cup.
Oh.
Yeah, remember there.
Okay, so I hand the handle up to you. Can you? And I'll say it. You can still understand me. Can you hold this and still fly?
So I like.
Yeah, you pick it up.
Is it light? Is it
Yeah,
light
you
enough?
got it. You're good.
Okay. So I'm like, caw! I'm gonna look for other things.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Put that down. I cast light on his foot.
So just my foot's illuminated. My talon.
Technically, it would be your body, but we'll go for the purposes of what you're trying to do. We'll just say it's a foot.
Sure.
So go ahead.
Sure. So I just screw that. So now you're not encumbered in any way.
So I'm gonna dive down.
So you dive down, and you just fly on down, and finally you get all the way to the bottom. As you do see, it's like a hole, and then it opens up into like a massive cavern. Yeah. And you just see what looks to be water, but it's just completely blood soaked. You see different bodies laying around. It's disgustingly horrible.
Yeah.
The smell is bad. You see bodies that are just kind of floated
In this massive water.
in this massive water area.
Is it water or is it blood?
No, it's water, but there's just so many bodies that
Okay.
it's just blood.
How many bodies can I see? If I just give myself a count.
25.
25 in that area, in that
Like
cavern?
it's a bigger.
Yeah.
All right. And then you see as it kind of like you see off to your left as you dive down, you look into the right, and it's just a whole mass body of water.
Mhm.
As you look into your left, you see there's almost like a small ramp that kind of comes up, and then you see a door. Not a door. It's like
An
a.
opening?
It's like this. Yeah, but without a door. It's an opening.
So it's an
It's rectangle in shape.
So an arch.
An arch. Yeah.
And it's like darker in there.
I mean, you're not over in that area, so your light doesn't really go that far.
Okay. So I'm gonna like scope out the whole area, see if there are any other openings. Do I see any?
You can make a perception check though.
As a raven, I would need to.
How large is it? I know I'm not there, but for him, like how is this like cathedral size?
No.
Football
Okay.
field?
No. I would say.
21.
You remember Moana? You remember how she goes into the cavern and then there's like the
yeah.
ships and stuff?
That's a good one.
It's not that big.
It's good size. Big enough to fit a ship.
About a football field.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit less.
Oh, more oval.
Correct.
Yeah, so
21 for
Really
that.
breaking this down.
Mhm.
21 for the perception.
21. So you don't see any other openings, but you do see a lot of different just jumbled up items, whether they be on bodies, floating.
Do I see anything
Bags.
good?
Make an investigation check.
Does he see a shield? Because we definitely got one.
What would I add for investigation if it's not
What, the investigation of the
of the bird?
Yeah.
What
I
is
think
it?
it's intelligence.
Is it intelligence?
Yeah, investigation intelligence.
So I take away 4?
Yep.
Oh god. So then 8.
8?
Yeah.
You don't find anything good.
Alright.
Was he a first number?
Yeah. Because if it says -4 in intelligence, then I would take
Take away, yep.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna go in that arch.
I mean, probably.
Alright.
But I'm not gonna go completely in it.
So you go into the riot. You go in, no, it says take the intelligence. It takes the stats of the actual beast. So you go into the archway and you see blood, just footsteps going in either direction. You see blood on the walls. No new blood. No new blood.
Hey, DM, your mic's cutting in and out.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. Can Ryan retype it? Like, how so? Is it just on you, or is it through
You're
Twitch?
good now. It seems to come back, but it was just fading out. Well, it was about to cut off. So continue. Sorry.
Okay.
No, it says right here, you retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores.
Oh, there you go.
So
really?
it wouldn't be -4.
So what is it?
So I rolled a 12. So do I add anything to it or no?
You add your intelligence.
Fine. Okay, so then intelligence
Okay,
would be...
that makes more sense.
Yeah. Next time though, he should know that.
Yeah, I get it.
So.
Well, I was verifying because of what you said. You're like, oh no, it shouldn't. I was like, I don't think so. I have to make sure of that.
So
14.
14. Yeah, you still don't see anything.
Yeah.
Good.
So the arch.
Yeah. So you go into the arch. You see it go left or right.
I see the left and the right.
Yeah, you see left and right.
Anything
beyond your scope of vision? No. You just see darkness.
Keep going.
So you keep going.
Yeah.
How far? Which way? Which way are you going?
Oh, so it's jutting out into a right tunnel?
It's literally like you come out, there's a wall in front of you, you can go left or right.
Oh, take the right.
So you go right. Alright, so you keep making your way
downtown.
Walking time?
Yeah.
Okay, I got half a cup. Thank you though. So you go down there, you go down to the right as it kind of veers off to the left, and then you come up into a room. You see that there's beds in this room. You see that it has some medical supplies in there. You see as if you walk into the room, like it kind of opens up into a square, and then you see about 9 beds, 5 on one side, 4 on the other, and then on the last, where the last bed would be, you see like a little work area, almost like a little medical bench type thing. Hasn't been used in forever, and like there's cobwebs everywhere and whatnot. But you see as the footsteps just go across back and forth.
And is it one set of footsteps?
No, multiple.
In the rooms.
It could be like you're not 100% sure if it's one that's just gone back and forth 50,
or
100, or like just a whole bunch of people.
And is there a door at the end of it or no?
Yes.
Is it open?
No.
Okay, so I can't get through it. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to the left.
Okay, so you go back to the left, and then you find another door that kind of does the same thing. So, like when they go out, and then this one curves this way, and then this one curves this way, and then there's a door, and this one was already open.
Okay. The one on the right was already open.
Correct. That's the little medical area.
Okay, but the one on the left, the door is closed. I can't see past that.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back up.
All right, so you come out and you go back up.
Yeah.
So you see after a little bit, that guy comes up. Bob. First thing, I need you just to lower your camera a little bit. Up a little bit. Booyah! Wait, there it works. All right, so the frost giant turned back into his cloaked self as he said, "They do not yet see us. Come with me." As you see, he turns back into his cloak and he goes back into the rubble. But this time there's like an opening that you can go in. And a tray goes in too.
Alright.
So you guys are watching from there as you see the frost giants kind of move into the city, avoiding certain areas, and then steps on one of the wards as you see as like a stone cylinder rises from that ward that you marked, and he's about I think 30 to 60 feet up. just kind of raised, not necessarily in any, whatever. You make a perception check. You don't have perception. I'll make a check.
The fuck happened at this point? Let's go down our tunnel too. Nobody's coming.
I'm coming back up. I'm back.
I'm not being serious. 13 at this stage. That's where we are.
I'm just trying to remember. The tunnel that has that thing in it, is it here in the tavern with us?
Technically.
Okay.
In one of the other rooms.
I got 13.
Nope. You don't see anything. Or hear anything. She doesn't hear anything either. Baltimore, make a perception check. With disadvantage, since you're in the room in the back with the door closed.
Disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
26.
26, good. So you begin to hear the frost giants. You deliberately hear a frost giant coming from, like talking outside.
Do I know it's a frost giant? Well, I guess I would assume because
You would
of whatever.
assume it,
Okay.
yeah.
So, is this prior to him coming back, or
No.
while he's down?
While he's down there.
Okay, so sure, I'll walk over since I know he's gonna be a minute. I'll walk over and just kind of like creak the door like very slightly and look out.
Sure, make a stealth check.
15?
15. Okay. So you kind of crack it open a little bit.
Because there's no windows, right?
No window.
Hey, we're not the tavern, so I have a legitimate question here.
You crack open the door as you see 4 frost giants standing with one kind of above, but they're not looking down, they're looking up at the mountain pass. As you see an individual come from the mountain pass, and he kind of steps right off to the right here. And he's looking up at all of them. He goes, "So each of you are here because why?" And the one down here, the frost giant off to the right, or the right of the main frost giant that's lifted, goes, "To make sure you don't pull anything." And you see as the guy to your right doesn't say anything. This humanoid figure in a cape, definitely bundled up. Was I talking to you? I don't think I was. So shut your mouth. And you see as the frost giant kind of slows his roll. And then the other frost giant that's lifted, he says, "Your terms have been met. The radiant's been taken. And this town is no more." The gentleman off to your right. "And yet I know that there are some here that live and breathe. I told you I wanted to restart this town, make it my own. And yet you can't do a simple job." Frost giant. "It's that dragon. He won't leave us alone." The human. Human. Don't matter. "So deal with it. You and your kind have challenged that dragon many times, from what I've understood. And yet every single one of them die. Except your previous king. I hear that he's actually frozen in his cave." As you see the frost giants kind of get mad, and they kind of like, what's the word? They get defensive because of this. Yeah. But you see none of them go to make a move or the frost giant. "We cannot go in the buildings, yet nobody will come outside. What do you want us to do?" "I want you to figure it out. I want you to complete what I have paid you all to do." Frost giants. "What's stopping us from just destroying your family?" The human. "You can try. But the last I checked, I think 3 of your frost giants tried to come up to my cabin, and all of them died. And from what I understand, I don't even think they were able to come up the mountain on my side. But you're welcome to try. I'll be there with a bow in hand and your face at the other end of my arrow. Frost giant. We've had issues with the dragon. The dragon wants our gold. We are almost on declaring war, but we have you pretty much stuck up our ass. You want us to do a job, and we have a dragon to take care of. Human. As I said, figure it out. Until then, don't contact me again. And if I hear that blasted horn one more time, I'll come into your campsite and I'll slit every single one of your babies' throats. You see as like the one back here just gets like very tense. Like you can say like goes to take a step forward as the frost giant kind of stops him with his hand. Everybody leave. As you see the frost giants begin to back up.
I'm sorry, you said there was 4 or there was 5?
There's 4.
Okay, 4.
You would assume there's a 5th one up on the mountain with a horn, because I mean you've heard the horn a couple of times, but you've never seen the horn.
Honestly, I probably wouldn't assume because I didn't see anything previously. I would assume one of these guys blew the horn.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine too.
You're the only one that heard that exchange.
And you see as this gentleman
I'm
jumps.
right next to him. Am I the only one hearing this?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
As he jumps down. At this point, you're coming up out of the well, and you see as Baltimore is just kind of cracked.
So I'm gonna go perch on his shoulder.
Okay, so you.
I just do that. I just turn and look at him.
And the moment I go to open my beak, you're like...
Yeah, exactly. If I have to, I will close his beak.
Sure. Like you turn and he's like, and you're like. So,
are you on my left shoulder? This is stupid.
The one that I can see through the...
Yeah. So
if I have to... You know what? No, I'm top of your head. I'm on top of your head.
Okay, that's fine. Sure. So now we're both looking.
You see this now as this frost giant jumps down from the cylinder that somehow has raised in the middle of the town. You have no idea how that's been, but he drops down, and you see as he gets on his knee, and he goes, "Look, we need more time." The others, without a king, we have no right. We have no right to challenge the dragon. The king sets the challenge. Jericho, I beg you, give us more time. Human. Or Jericho at this point. The dragon is none of my concern. You can deal with him however you please. If you can. I mean, from what I understand, your clan's weak. You barely have enough people to stand as is. And I think you just lost somebody last week. That fight was quite enjoyable, actually. Now everybody hears the beats of wings. As you see all the frost giants just kind of turn up and look in the top and to their left, which would be on the other side. Rahul, are you still at the door?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You hear it, but you don't see it. Just because.
Shadow in the clouds.
Yeah, you're like in the worst position, but you do hear it, and you can pretty much guess. Cat, same thing. For Bob. You literally hear this thing coming right down on top of your location as the frost giant kind of backs up, and you see as he like opens another stone, and there's another deeper like area, and he's like, "Get in quick, get in!" Oh, Atreya gets in.
All right.
And as you guys see, I don't know if it'll fit.
Nope.
As a white dragon,
Little baby dragon.
comes down and kind of rests on top of the rubble. And they look back as Jericho is no longer there.
What? Where did he go?
He just disappeared.
If you'd like to make,
Yes.
yeah, good.
What are we making?
Perception.
Yeah.
That was close. That's close. That's a 20.
20.
29.
29. He rolled a natural 20.
Who did?
He did.
Who, the Jericho or?
Yeah, Jericho.
Oh, okay.
So he's gone. So you don't see him.
Not
So, so you see as the dragon kind of comes out and he goes, "Well, what is this?" And the frost giants are just kind of looking around. They're just like, we were just looking at the area, making sure traps were in place. This is mine! Get out of my territory! As you see the frost giants are just like, and they start to just move away, trying to get up into the pass. As you hear one of them, I guess you would hear one of them, as they don't really try to say it fast. They're like, "Where's the horn?" And you hear the dragon. It was delicious. And you see as they all start to just back up and start to get out as they start moving up the pass. As the dragon kind of just hovers, he kind of like flaps his wing and kind of comes over into this area and starts almost looking, like analyzing each building as well.
I shut the door.
Yeah, I figured you would.
As soon as I even see him begin to move in our direction, I shut the door before he lands.
What's everybody? Are you also closing the door?
So I hop down
Rahun?
on his head.
So we know suspicion stealthiness help us at all.
Yes.
He's
think-
doing a
It's
fire
not-
breath, or is he
it's
just
not
flapping
true
his
sight.
wings?
Blindside.
He moved into the middle of the town,
Question.
and you have the door open. What?
The door was open, and he heard it, and I'm near him. Did I hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Because you didn't tell me that. You just addressed him. I was just double checking that I heard the dragon too, and I know it's
Sure.
there.
Well, I said you all hear the beat of flapping wings. I was like, just you two over here don't see it because it's across the whole thing, but you know
There's
you
a
do
blizzard
hear.
going on.
Yeah.
But we're right next to him.
Do we still have the door? We still have the door open?
I mean, it's cracked. You have every freedom to shut it up if you want to.
Before we shut the door,
I kind of want to see what happens.
before we shut the door, I am trying to glean any piece of information about this dragon that I can from looking at it, being that it's a favorite enemy. I'm going to try and observe anything that I can glean from its voice, what it was saying. Did I hear any of that?
Oh yeah, you heard it.
I did?
It
Okay.
bolsters across the whole land.
So pretty much insight check the dragon, pretty much
Sure.
anything that I can
Go ahead.
try and inspect.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, a perception check, and a insight check.
Trying to see if it's weathered at all, if it's got any
Sure.
what did you say? Perception,
Perception,
insight, and
insight, and perception, insight, investigation.
perception, insight, investigation. Perception, insight. Okay.
You on my head as a brazen. Yeah, I couldn't.
Perception is 23.
And I will need both of you to make stealth checks.
For me?
Both Rahun and Cass, if you guys are leaving that door open.
I'm so sorry, I forgot already.
So I'm
Perception,
shutting the
insight,
door.
investigation,
I'm
that's what you
moving
said.
back with him still in my head to the hole, throwing that shit down there. Not all of it, but I'm gonna leave 30 foot of it and just kind of tie it around my waist. The the bottom 30 foot.
Okay.
Throw the rest of it down. That way it won't splash the bottom. And I'm going to start crawling down the hole.
No. Before he does any of this, I explained to him what I saw.
You're still a raven.
No,
now,
I've already turned. I said that I turned back after.
I just don't want the dragon to come in here. I'm not going all the way down. I just want to go down far enough that the dragon doesn't see me.
Can I also roll a stealth check? I mean, I guess I'm inside, but still.
Yeah, no. Stealth check first. Yeah, go ahead.
17 on my end,
17, heard.
So good.
I'm so sorry. Tell me one more time. Didn't you say
Stealth check
perception?
first. Give me stealth.
Oh, 23.
Fine. Give me perception.
17.
Alright, so with the perception, you see that, like, it's basic. It's just kind of like a basic white dragon. As you see, it's kind of got leathered. It's kind of got armor. I mean, it looks kind of just like that.
Okay.
And
Would
then
I know where any of its weak spots are? Like if it had a
investigation
weak
check
spot.
and insight.
Then I needed to roll a fourth one. No. Investigation. Yeah, I need to roll a fourth one then. Investigation is 14.
Okay. What's your insight?
23.
That'll do. It was 20. The DC on that was fine. So, like to get the piece of information that you wanted to try to find. So with the investigation, you do see that it's marked up. You definitely see as it's been in various battles. You can see that it's a very strong dragon. Very, it can take a lot of hits. What you do see though is right in between the dragon's like neck and spine, right where the wings meet, right here. You do notice that there seems to be a various amount of scales that are missing.
Okay.
You do see what looks to be like an old wound that's just kind of been there.
In the same spot?
Like in that same spot, like an old wound. So if you were to guess, that could be a vital point in this dragon's armor.
Obviously, I don't see this. We're talking like desolation and smog, a little like area where if you were to hit it with a harpoon, like it kills the dragon.
No, it's not like a one-hit KO.
Okay, because that's what I'm thinking of. Exactly.
So as the dragon kind of scans the area, you're moving to go down.
Ooh. Sorry, one more thing I was wondering if I could glean from that check. If there's any other sort of thing that could be done to it that it's particularly susceptible to, like blindness, deafening, anything like that it's particularly like susceptible to.
Not that you would know of. Not with the check you
like
got.
Poisoning.
What would you get? What was the full row? It was 20 something.
23.
No, you wouldn't know. Like you're talking about like
if it
like weaknesses.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't know that.
Okay.
I mean, it's immune to cold damage.
Immune to cold damage.
Yeah. So, as it scans the area, you take a second as it pauses and it's focusing in on this door here, but doesn't do anything.
Which door is it?
Yours. Ours. Then it focuses around onto the inn, as it doesn't seem that it notices you, Cass, but it just kind of looks in that area, and then you see as the tongue. I haven't had dwarf in a while. Kind of just takes a second, but doesn't move, and then readdresses the frost giants as he just kind of says, "Is there a challenge?" As he keeps his face. As the frost giants are like, "No, only the king," and they just kind of move into the mountain path.
What? This dragon or no?
What was that? I mean, if you want to pop up your head, yeah, sure, go ahead.
I feel like that's not a good idea. No, I'm gonna message Baltimore.
How far? What's the range on that?
120. Oh, he's probably so far ahead. How far away is he from me?
You don't know. But the message does say that if you know that the individual or a person is on the other side of that wall, that it would go through. You can take a gamble at it and see if he's within 120 feet.
I mean, that's fine. It's a cantrip. Definitely.
Yeah, because why not? So what are you saying in this message?
Why ever talk? What the fuck's going on outside? Explain to me the situation.
Do I hear that? Do I know that it's him?
You hear his voice, yeah.
I hear this?
Sure. No, it's just me. But you would probably see me stop as I'm climbing down, because it would startle me for a second.
Oh yeah, make a strength check.
Strength.
So hold yourself.
I'm currently still
For
around.
what?
You're holding this rope on the way down, right?
you're not a ranger.
Well, I'm climbing down the rope. Like I threw the most of it, kept 30, and then I'm.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay.
Fair.
Strength.
Yeah,
22.
I turned back. Never mind. You're fine.
There's a dragon outside. Frost giant's bad. Wait till dragon leaves. Meet back at the inn.
I'm like, who are you talking to?
What's in my head?
Do you know what type of ice dragon it is? If it's an adolescent, if it's grand, do you know? Can you tell from looking at it how old it is?
Look like an adult.
Alright, I'm gonna stay in my spot. Y'all have fun. We're gonna go play craps in the alley.
Just meet back at the tavern after the dragon leaves.
I'm gonna take this frost guy for all his clothes, and y'all are gonna see a naked frost guy when I get there. That's what we're gonna do while we're waiting for this thing to go away.
Cool.
Okay. So, alright. So
I would say I would probably climb like 50 to 60 foot down, and then just
hold.
Yeah, just like wrap it around, like wrap my arms, you know.
I'm just watching him do all this.
Just like looking down the hole, and you're just like.
Correct.
So, you see as the dragon, I guess the only one that's looking at it is Rahun at this point, as he just hops up on the stone, platform, and he just goes, I can hear every single movement. I know you are here. As he kind of looks dead at the end.
Now look at Cat.
He starts shooting finger guns.
Finger guns all that. What are we doing?
Remember our deal. Every single one of your children is mine! As he begins to flap his wings and then go into the blizzard.
I think in that moment I'd be like,
I start climbing back up.
new phone, who dis?
How do you know he's gone?
You just said that I hear the flapping.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
I'm
So
gonna
I start climbing back
That
up.
worked.
I'm gonna start relaying
What?
I'm gonna start relaying everything I possibly can to Rahun about what I found about his armor, the old wound, the.
Okay.
I'm with you.
He's immune to cold damage.
Kind of got that. I don't know what these are, but it seems like the right motion to do. At this point, that tunnel seems really good right now.
You get him.
So I'm just gonna climb back up. I'm gonna untie the 30 foot, drop it down,
So I look at Baltimore,
move the coffin back over on top.
and I'm like, we got an empty cavern with a bunch of dead bodies in two separate tunnels. The dragon
Make a
wants to
perception
eat
check
the whole
before
town.
you,
Before I go back up.
Wants to eat the whole
Yeah.
town.
26.
You want me to clear out that tunnel?
You hear a door coming from underneath.
What are we gonna do with the thing
I
in
start
it?
climbing faster.
Yeah.
I'll kill it.
You get up and you finish. You cover the cops.
So
Did
actually,
I hear that? Or no?
actually, if I hear that, then I will not drop the last 30 feet.
Okay.
I'll keep that up there.
Just so you know that 30 feet was like stuck in the stuff.
You said it was the last 20 feet.
That was
Yeah.
touched
That's
in the
20 feet. Yeah.
blood.
So it'd just be 20 feet. It'd be 10 feet above the water.
I'll pull up 20 more feet. Whatever.
Okay,
We're
yeah,
50
sure.
foot up there.
You want to make sure that yeah.
Sure. Motherfucker, you stop!
Yeah, sure.
So I look at him like there's a big cavern down there with 2 possible entries: a dragon, frost giants that need to kill everybody in town.
There was a. Oh, did it sound like a regular door, or was it clearly the echo that I was hearing of a door?
It's the echo of it.
Okay.
Because I told
That's
him
right.
everything
Yeah.
that I found.
So get up there. Yeah. So that something's down there. They just closed the door.
You think there's a bunch of dead bodies?
We gotta go down there.
For what?
I have a shield.
Shield for forget the shield. You got a cannibal in one set of tunnels, and we don't know what's down
But we should
there.
go clear that other side because if anything, that cavern might lead down to.
Yeah, that's true. That could, yeah. But we
I mean,
got.
if you're saying that it's like a whole pool of blood, I would rather walk
Well, I mean,
cleanly
it's a
than
big
go
body
through
of
blood.
water, but there's a bunch of dead bodies that are just like poisoning and like polluting the water with blood. Okay, dragon, Jericho, frost giants. What was that about?
Yeah, I only want to say this once, so let's just go back to the end.
Okay.
Guys, do you want me to clear out that tunnel?
I like how easily you agree to me.
Yeah. There's too many things going on.
It's
there.
probably a good idea to do that.
So to clarify,
How can I help?
at this point, you know that it is safe to walk outside if you choose. However, as you leave, or as you open the door to check the outside, you notice that the blizzard has kind of subsided, and you can actually see across the town now.
That was my question. Okay. Do I see frost giants at all?
No.
Walking up? No.
No.
Can I make a perception check just in case?
They're gone.
They're gone, period?
Yeah,
Okay.
like they're gone.
With my half-elven eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
I would remember the traps and the
Gosh, I don't want to do it, but
the route that we took last time. I would remember that.
we've taken it like 3 times.
Yeah, I would want to follow the same route.
So.
I say that.
Oh my gosh, do I even have it prepared? Oh no, I don't. So
What's
it
your
doesn't even
problem?
matter.
What?
Well, I was gonna try to boom my voice
For what?
so that Bob and them could hear. Hey, it's cool. Meet back at the.
And Rahun, you now see as like the blizzard subsides, and then off to your right, you see as Baltimore and Emerald walk outside.
Cool. I shut the tavern door. So, let's go kill this thing in the tunnels before they get here.
We're going to
Let's
go.
go.
We're
We
going
don't have
to.
to worry about it.
We're going to kill the thing in the tunnel.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're.
We're just gonna get it out of the way, so it's like, it's my whole thought process. It's like, these tunnels are probably a lot safer than going out there where the dragons and the frost giants are.
It's good to have the safe.
We're not getting it.
Yeah, I agree. So, do you want to open the door and then, or I'll open the door and you hold it down and I'll like shoot it for.
I'll open the door. You stay by the room door and make sure it doesn't go out of the room, and we'll take it down together. I'll open it up once. If it's there, cool. We'll try to attract it into this room, and I'll re-shut the door after it comes in, and then we'll make sure that like if there's any other ones.
So, do you want me? I'll be like ready to shoot this thing
Correct.
as soon as you open that door.
Yes.
Okay. Can I
As
cast?
soon as it comes through the door, I'll re-shut the door, and then you just shoot it up. And I'll take it down by the kneecaps. The kneecaps, he said.
All right.
And it would be money.
The key to what? I mean, it's open. He didn't lock it.
So, like,
Oh, you have a key? Yeah, it makes sense.
It's pet fee.
Alright.
There's no rivers or lakes, so you can't go swimming with the fishes.
So, Bob, what are you doing?
I mean, we followed what's his name?
What is his name?
Have you asked anybody got it down? Have you asked?
I mean, I trade it,
yeah,
but I don't know.
because the mom and the daughter told us.
Okay.
So yeah, let's definitely get set up for that. So we'll get all that set up while everybody's getting back to the tavern or doing whatever.
Hardin is the name.
Thank you.
So So as the dragon leaves, or when it leaves, he says, "Okay, we go back."
Alright, well, I guess I'm going to follow you to the inn, and we're going to take Atreya with us.
I protect Sarah, and you see as Atreya's like, "Yes, we'll go back." So you guys go back. You're going back. So Rahun, you get to the door, or you get to the wall. As you notice that you look at it, it just looks like a wall to you.
Alright, so there was something he did, I don't know. I just start feeling around for anything that feels like a
Are you with him?
catch or something that feels uneven with the wall. I'll do a forging. I'll do a stonework investigation to figure out whatever it is.
Go ahead, make
Can
a
I help it? Can I help him look?
Go ahead.
Can I help him look?
Advantage then?
Huh?
Do I get advantage because she's helping me?
Sure.
Do I roll?
But you would also know that there's a door there. So
What'd you get?
it just rolls twice. You should help me.
History check. I got a 12.
A 12?
With advantage?
Yeah, with advantage. The other roll was a 3.
You know that the door is there, and you know that you needed something to slide in a stone, but you don't know where it's at or what to do or.
Alright, well, I investigate the room to see if there seems like I'm missing something, or if there's
Sure.
looks like there's something out of place other than what we destroyed in there.
Sure. So you look around as you hear the door from the inn open and close as you all come into the inn, and you don't see Rahun or Cass as you look at Merida and Sarah, and they just kind of point down the hallway.
Is the homeboy? He's still dead in the room?
Yeah.
Is the door open or is it closed?
It's not locked.
You could go in there.
Oh no, it's fine. I don't know if you.
Well, I would. They're behind the bar, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta talk to Merritt anyway. So I walk over. The door's still shut.
Mhm.
I go to open it.
Yeah.
Look in.
Dead body.
Stay that way. And I shut it.
Don't move.
So I'll close it. He's still tied up. We tied him up in a chair just in case he.
Yeah, he's tied up.
Yeah.
He's not going. You do not have to worry about this individual anymore.
Okay. So so Emerald, can you take Sarah real quick? Maybe show her like a quick trick or something.
You
Please.
want me? Fine. So I take her to another room and show her my herbalist kit.
Sure.
Merida, look, this place is almost dead, right? I mean, you died, literally.
And I say from the other room, "You're welcome."
Would you be willing to relocate yourself, you and your daughter, to a safe location where housing could be provided, food could be provided?
If it meant that the dragon would not come for us, yeah.
Yeah, the dragon ain't going anywhere near that place. So, but I mean, we have a place where you and your daughter could be safe.
Okay.
Away from all of this.
Yeah, please.
It's. It seems like, and I try to keep this low so that way Sarah does not hear it. So yeah, it seems like, look, there was a conversation that was made in an individual I saw in Jericho,
Okay.
and he was talking freely.
Did he have food?
He was talking freely to the Frost Giants.
I'm here.
What?
He said that he hired them
Why would he do that?
because he wants to eradicate the civilization here to rebuild it as his own in whatever image he feels.
That makes no sense. Jericho has always been a good ally to the city.
Look,
He's always defended us and always.
I know, but you gave a brief description of things and about him living in the woods and everything else, and he mentioned those in the conversation. This person that we spoke to, I mean, the Frost Giant knelt to him and directly called him Jericho. There was details that this individual said that matches up with what you told us about Jericho.
I don't understand. Why would you do that?
Look, it's besides the point. Right now, your duty as a mother is to your daughter.
Oh no, I agree.
If I feel like this may be too much for our group at the current moment in time to deal with, and on top of being able to facilitate your guaranteed safety. And
okay.
Which is why I'm curious if you would be willing to leave with you and your daughter.
Where?
To our establishment. Cass, the elf, she owns a place that we all live. It's at a place called Atlas. Have you heard of it?
Yeah. The Citadel. That's a huge place down south, isn't it?
Yeah, we.
It's like southeast. It's on the other side of the glass forest.
Yeah. We own a very large compound. There is guards there. There is much safety that can be provided for you there, at least until whatever here is rectified, and then if you so choose to come back, you and your daughter.
If you can find, I'd like to bury the dead if you could. Like if we ever find them.
What dead?
Any of the dead, any of the town people. I mean, when we come back.
Yeah, we'll table that idea for right now. I'm just thinking about the best interest for you and your daughter. And I know that my party is very capable of doing what needs to be done, but having in the back of our minds of your safety, I feel like it, in no disrespect meant it could be more of a hindrance.
That's fine.
Towards us.
How do we get there?
We might be able to teleport you. I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay.
But please don't say anything currently. I want to make sure with everybody else. I just wanted to bring this to your attention without your daughter present, because I don't know what type of relationship your daughter may have to Jericho, and I didn't want to make her upset.
Okay. He's always been nice to her. But okay, that works.
So was Johnson.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so then I will. I'll get up, or not get up. I was standing the whole time. I'll walk over to, I guess, where Emerald is and be like...
We gonna talk about this? All of this?
Yeah.
And where's Cass and Rahun?
You hear some rumbling in the back.
They're probably in the back.
Isn't that thing back there, too?
Yeah. They can't get there. It's alright.
How do you know that?
I pull out the key. I have the stone key.
Good, don't show that.
I deliberately pulled it out to ensure nobody else goes down there.
Good, don't show that to them right now.
See? Boom, smart.
Let's go get them. We need to talk about this.
Sure.
And
Sarah, you can go back to your mom.
Bob and Atreya?
Okay. And she kind of go over, and then she turns the corner. She's like, "Hardin!" And she goes over and she just starts walking, and she runs over to the individual, and she kind of like hugs the leg.
What?
Who?
Hardin. They came in the door.
Oh.
You guys
when did that happen?
Yeah, I said you all showed up.
Oh, I only heard that we showed up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They're there too.
Good, they're back.
And you see as you don't know it's a prostrate, but Hardin kind of gets down and kind of embraces the individual. You also know that he looks exactly like in the scroll.
Cass, Rahun, please join us.
So okay, so I see them walk in. So then I would have mentioned to her, can you convince Hardin to also go with you?
I don't know.
Well,
just because I don't know if he could live down there. He lives in this environment.
True. Well,
I mean, if there was a way that we could reinstate his pride, get him back in the clan.
Yeah, but now that's against us, though. Just table the idea. We're gonna table stuff right now, but
yeah,
all right. So I'm gonna walk to the back and grab these two. As I open the door, is the door open? Go. Fuck it. I walk in.
Baltimore, how do you get in this thing? We need to.
Well, and I point out a little hole in wherever I saw it before. I say, well, you need a key to go in this hole to turn it, and then the door opens up.
Well, you opened it before. Where's the key?
It's out in the main area with everybody else. You guys want to go get it with me?
Insight check.
Make a deception check.
Okay,
16.
Yeah. Yeah, she beats me.
Okay, you know he's lying. Like he kind of like takes a second and he pauses like to try and figure out like something, and you're like, yeah, you know.
Give me the key and take the kid, and we're gonna kill the thing.
Well, there's information that needs to be discussed first.
Okay.
But we need
Didn't that void your whole like honor contract that you had with her?
Little white lie.
I was like, wait a
Think
minute,
about it.
did that just happen? Like,
Well, it was in the living room, but
Now it's here.
so fine. So I pull out the key. I'm like, I have the key.
What
you're
did
not
you say?
hearing anything I hear. I'm
I
saying,
can't hear anything you're saying.
Jeremy, can you hear me?
I can, yes. But barely.
But barely.
It sounds turned all the way up.
Huh.
I have my headphones on. I can't hear them, so.
I don't know. I mean, I can check.
I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah, we can take a break real quick. That'd be fine. That way I just kind of see if it's on you or what's going on, if it's on me or...
I mean, I'm hearing you now. Like, are you just like far away from the mic?
No.
Tacos?
Taco Bell.
Sure.
What did you say?
Yes.
You're not, like, leaning far back on your chair. I can't hear you, so I can't tell.
I am not... I'm like, the mic is literally right here. It's less than like a foot away from my face.
Alright, I don't know.
It's alright. We'll go to a break real quick, make sure that, everything's working okay, and we'll be right back after the short messages.
Ryan. What the hell was that?
Those are our little show theme video.
Okay. I was like, I don't think I've heard that before.
That's cool.
Okay.
Heard.
I mean, I'm kneading this dough pretty hard. So, I'd rather not right now.
What?
I just want to point out, it's like 69 degrees up here. Is the guy bringing them food? Motherfucker, me too.
These slats.
And then you just
Yeah.
search contact.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome back to Epic Interactions. So, I'm so sorry, I did not even see that Cody wasn't there. So, anyway, Cody's gonna be on his way back. I think he stepped out to maybe walk his dog. That's completely my fault. I didn't check with everybody as I was supposed to. So that's my fault. So I apologize about that. However, our heroes are back at the inn with some newfound information as they are all gathered around trying to figure out what to do next in this adventure toward the White Dragon.
So I guess while he's stepping out, Hardin, are you able to live in a non-freezing cold environment such as this?
Am I able? Yes. Do I want to? No.
What can you tell us about the cavern underneath the building? And I reference the building that we were in.
I do not know of the caverns underneath.
Nothing at all. What about the tunnels attached to this tavern?
I'm a frost giant. I live amongst the mountain.
Okay. So why don't you live amongst your clan again?
I think it's just there.
I was
Sorry,
framed.
it's sensitive. Oh, framed by whom?
Yes.
I do not know.
Oh. But what's your plan for right now?
Defend Sarah. She is a good friend. And but a youngling.
You know her mom died a week ago?
I did not know.
We brought her back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But what was your plan that whole time when she was by herself?
I was told to hide by Merida.
Oh, okay.
He did know, by the way.
Oh yeah, he told me, not prior, but
Gotcha. Okay.
I told him, yeah.
We'll skip over that part.
So how can you help us with this dragon?
the dragon is strong.
But the Frost Giants need a king in order to fight the dragon, and they currently have no king.
Are you of royal descent at all?
I do not know. We do not find king by blood. It is defined on the ritual ceremony night.
How often does that come around?
When one king dies, it takes about a week of
Time frame, or
sheer battling.
Are we right in that?
A week of battling? We don't have a week.
Yeah, I know. Have you heard of any current battles occurring within the clan?
I would assume that they have made a king already.
Oh, so there's already. Okay.
They haven't.
Oh, they haven't.
No, because the conversation that happened earlier, they specified that the one that was talking specified that they do not have a king. Hence, why there was no way to deal with the dragon, because only the king can issue a challenge for the dragon.
Yeah.
So they are battling now. Ones that are wanted.
Oh, so since you're not wanted, you wouldn't be potential for a king?
No, the ones that are wanting.
Wanting to be.
You're president. You hear this?
Would you be willing to be?
You can talk whenever you want. All of you can. You're all there.
Where's Jeremy?
Do you know where your king is? Is he in?
He's frozen inside of the dragon's lair.
So he's not technically dead?
But if he is
If the
frozen,
king cannot fight,
Then he's dead to the clan.
But if he is frozen inside the lair, could you assume that he would like you to take up arms against the dragon that's holding him hostage?
it is not a decision for us to make.
But what if the only person who can make that decision is incapacitated? Your king has no...
Then there is a new king that will be fought for.
Is there like a board or a council that like...
No.
Is there any loyalty to a fallen king?
That's good. Like if he comes back, maybe.
If the king is frozen, not dead, frozen. If there is a way to unfreeze the king, would the clan be willing? Would a clan do a rescue mission in that aspect?
No.
No, because
King
once
cannot-
a king is fallen, they're no longer king, even if they come back.
If they come back, such as ice, then king on king will be issued, and a fight will occur.
So one of the dominant king would be the ruling power. Oh, that's kind of
Oh yeah, king on king action.
kingly.
We can't see you anymore. Just say no.
Yeah, I see that. I just noticed. Down,
No one's
down.
Yeah.
whatsoever.
So that bypasses that.
Yes. So, Frost Giants need a king in order to fight the dragon. The dragon looks pretty intense. I don't know if we can do that by ourselves.
We could.
We could.
It's an adult, not an ancient.
Okay, fair. Huh.
Right? I would know that. That this thing is an adult.
You could take a guess. She would know better than that.
Say that again?
Is it an adult dragon or an ancient dragon? Did you see the dragon?
Yes, I did.
Do you know if from my point of view, it looked like an adult dragon? Because ancients are like massive creatures, like substantially larger and thousands of years old.
Very aged.
Yes, very, very, very aged. So
And there's only really like 2 of every.
You would know it. Based on your assessment, yeah, you would know it's an adult.
It's an adult dragon.
we could take an adult dragon. The combined forces of all of us.
However, it is strong and it has seen many battles. It is weathered. It will, it's not. It's not a young. I mean, it's an adult dragon, but it's seen its share of battles.
Agreed.
It's not going to be caught off guard or killed easily.
Any like disadvantages that it has, or like
All I noticed was that there was one spot that could be its weakness from a prior injury, an old wound.
where is this?
Where the wings connect to its back.
Oh,
There's a spot. Harden. Is there anything that would compel the giants to take up arms against the dragon without a king?
Unless the dragon... unless the dragon deliberately came to fight frost giants. Like in our home.
What is the clan's position in regards to the crystalline dragons?
We are not allies,
Why, you're not enemies?
not enemies. Well, maybe now.
Sure. But prior to nothing. And were you present when Jericho hired your clan?
You see his face kind of goes a little bit more stone. And he's like, yes.
Okay. And what was is Sarah present?
she's right.
Yeah, she's right there with him.
Hey Atreya, you want to show Sarah that really cool thing in that room?
Oh yeah, that thing. So she kind of takes Sarah and she leaves.
Shut the door. Cool. All right. So I look to Mara. I'm like, Mara, safe spot here. All right. We're all on the same team currently, just trying to survive. So anyway, what was the issue? What did Jericho hire the clan for?
To take out the ranking members of the city to make his own.
So not to eradicate the populace.
Not to my original intent. There was talk. I myself was not part of the king's discussion, but word travels. Jericho wanted to be king, not council as this was once. Jericho been allied to city many times, but not feel appreciated.
Sure.
Just left.
Makes sense.
Aside from being paid to do a job and you having a trade with Jericho, have you any other alliance with him? Or loyalty to Jericho in any? Why don't we kill Jericho?
Because 3 giants already tried, and he didn't have to shoot an arrow before they all fell.
You travel.
He what?
You travel among the mountain pass.
Yeah.
I see him
Oh, frequently?
once a week.
What does he do when you see him?
He looks, learns, scouts.
The area.
When you say that you see him, do you go with him? Or do you just happen to notice him?
I see him as he kind of looks at Merida and he kind of like points at like the pendant that he has around his neck, and she's like, oh yeah, scry. He scries.
The pendant allows him to scry.
It was weird at first. I didn't realize that frost giants could actually do that kind of thing, but he would have dreams, prophetic dreams, and the amulet I gave him was from my grandma that we kind of put together. But it changes his appearance, but it also allows him to channel certain things, and one of them is scrying.
Is that innately specific to frost giants? Way to go, DJ.
What does that mean? What's
The closest one.
No. Just him.
It's specific to just him. So like if one of us took it, we would not be able to get this awesome scrying feature.
Probably not.
Also, why would
It helps him with his dreams.
I do believe that could be of our advantage if we so choose.
Can I make an insight check on this guy? I'm trying to see how intelligent he appears.
Sure.
I mean, he's old, right? He's been around since the ancients.
I mean, he's an old.
Natural one. Perfect. Fuck you, Dutch.
You look at him and he's just like,
I'm gonna also
Stone.
do that.
Go.
That's 20.
Seriously?
Yep.
Worth it.
All right, follow me. Sorry.
Oh, lit.
I'm gonna see if he's intelligent enough to draw a map, an accurate map. That's what I was rolling for.
Wondering if we could get the dragon to kill Jericho.
We'll take y'all outside, I think. Into the night.
I mean, if he's all territorial, why would he?
Is this a splinter?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Been in my hands for over a week.
You got any weird tweezers?
I think the skin is already growing over it.
So probably better that we do, or else it could get like infected or something.
I was gonna take a knife and just like cut it up and then just.
No, just cut out the vision.
All right, so we're back.
I mean, I don't feel it. just like right in the crease.
So Hardin, tell me, what did you know of previous kings?
I know not of previous kings.
Previous frost giant kings.
I have dreams.
What do your dreams tell you? Or show you, I should say.
Of a clan bigger than just the whole.
This clan?
Multiple clans
Connected clans?
coming together. There is another frost giant clan to the west, but we never see them. They never see us. And there is one off to the east that live by some elves, but we don't see them. They don't see us.
Have any of those clans ever faced a dragon such as this?
Not that I know of.
Does the dragon know of Jericho?
I do not know.
In Elvish, what are you getting at? You thinking about combining forces?
I don't know. He's got the potential to be a king, but he's lost his way. And I don't know if they're allowed to do a second challenge. He's older, but he very well could lead this clan.
What entitles a king to speaking common? No. What entitles a frost giant king? Like, what requirements have to be made outside of the battle royale type of thing?
You win.
That's it? Tell us of your previous challenge. Was it you challenged the dragon? Is that...
And if
So you were king, or no? You just independently challenged the dragon.
The king issued challenge for me.
Why?
I was
Why you instead of the king?
the king is king. King no need challenge. His strength is met and knows in need.
But if the king commands you to do something, you have to do it.
Correct, but he did not tell me. I did it on my own.
Oh.
why though?
What possessed you to go out and attempt to defeat this dragon? Knowing that you were just like frost giant clansmen.
At the mention of you saying it may be Sarah, you see as he snaps his eyes at you real quick and then readjusts them, giving the insinuation that it very well could have been that. But he doesn't seem like he wants to answer this question.
I say in Elven, I think Sarah was in a wrong place at the wrong time. And he attempted to defend her, but because he was facing a dragon, he lost.
Was it to get back Sarah's bear?
Her bear. What bear?
Bear is highly liked by little one.
But is that why you challenged the dragon to get back her bear? Or did you challenge the dragon was Sarah present there?
Can I cut him off right now before he says anything?
Sure, what would you like to say?
Keep in mind the dragon says it's after children, so so she was probably taken by the dragon, and he knew that, so he probably thought to get her back and was only able to save her.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
But also, Sarah's not in the room. She's out with Atreya right now.
Correct. In another room by a closed door.
Does he react to what I said?
Yeah. The mention of Sarah, you see him as he starts getting fidgety. Sarah was taken, but by Frost Giant.
Another frost giant.
I take a step in the direction towards Merida. Not like still facing him, but I'm just kind of like, in case she goes to lash out, I can stop her.
I killed Frost Giant. Little one left, but Dragon came, and I defended Sarah. Sarah got away. Dragon got mad and said that he would kill Sarah. I challenged Dragon to stop and get back Bear.
So she has a toy bear that's in the dragon's life.
But Dragon's strong.
So
I ran away.
you ran away, and all the other frost giants know that you ran away. So even if there was a king put in place, hypothetically speaking, you kill said frost giant, would that put you in a position of respect that you could challenge whatever king that they have to be king of said clan?
You want me to kill King?
I'm saying for you to take over the current clan.
I would have to fight for kingship.
But true, but I'm saying how you said that if there's one, like if there's two kings, they fight it out. If you killed the dragon, would it put you in a position that you could bypass all of the weeks-long fighting and just challenge the king?
Maybe. I don't know. So nobody killed Dragon.
Well, we weren't here, so you never know.
Yeah, would you also be willing to attempt such a thing again, given the fact that the last time you faced them?
I won't no. Dragon too strong.
By yourself, perhaps, but with us.
But then I wouldn't kill Dragon. It would be us kill Dragon.
Well, you have to look at it from a certain angle. Like killing a dragon. So if you are the one who slits the dragon's throat, you're the one who commits the action and kills it.
If we weaken it, and you are the one that gives the final blow, you technically are the one that killed the dragon.
And I walk behind to further my point. I walk behind I move away from Merida. I walk behind the bar. I open the door and I show the dead body of Johnson. I said, I told him to go take pills, but he took them and killed himself. I didn't kill him because he's the one who took the pills.
Rahun, did you want to say something?
I just wanted, all I said was who would know. Like, who would fucking know? Yes. The frost giants aren't going to be there.
So, you say I kill Giant. I get...
You
death.
make the final blow.
I'd make death blow.
Yes. In that respect, you did actually kill the dragon.
And we do know of a weaker spot on the dragon.
I get Dragon Head.
Dragon head?
Do we need anything from a dragon's head?
You need the teeth.
Can I have a tooth?
Can we? How many teeth? It's not like the whole mouth. It's like 5 or something.
You need glands, scales, claws, eyes, horns, and teeth.
Okay, glands, scales, horns, eyes, teeth. Okay, so we would need can we have the eyes and the teeth?
And you need the horns too, because it's part of the head.
I need scales.
And the horns.
Roll a persuasion check.
We literally need the head.
Yeah, we need that.
But I mean, it would be, if anything, you could...
We need everything from the head.
For what though?
No, we don't. Glands are in the head. They're in the neck.
Yeah. They're in, like you would get them. You'd harvest them from the mouth.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
it's one of those things. It's like we accomplish most of them just by placing the head right on the shop table and being like, "Here's the horns."
Yeah, that's true too. You could do that.
Yeah, but even with that being said, like if you just want the head, you could say that during battle everything else happened to happen.
Yeah, why do you want the head?
Well, no, I understand the head to take back that he proved that he killed
the
him.
dragon.
Yes.
Am I still making a persuasion check? Can I get advantage because of all this fucking shit that we're going on with?
No. You can roll in persuasion though.
Well, because
Just roll it.
it would be a matter of it'd be a matter of like combat that everything transpired through combat. Persuasion 23. Quick math failed me.
But I get head.
Yeah, we just need the horns, the eyes, the glands, and the teeth.
I need scales.
The scales away from the rest of the body.
The rest of the body. Okay. Yeah.
We can try.
Okay.
I don't know if it would make me king, but if I get death blow,
I think if you brought back the head of a dragon, they'll have something to say
Right,
about
that's a
that.
good word.
but we get back bear.
Yes, of course.
I go to shake his hand on it. Absolutely.
We should also take back your frozen king.
No, we
And-
can leave that.
Well, if he's able to be unfrozen. But
No, because that's a
Wait. 3-way battle king. I prove kingship. Not just king on king, but king on king on king.
You mean you versus the king versus the dragon?
no. All three kings fight it out themselves. So you would want to bring back the other king.
Yes.
Okay,
See,
you're
that's-
gonna bring them
He's
back.
still king, but
That decision.
if I battle for kingship because of dragon, I be great king for king on king on king.
Correct. You bring back the head of the dragon and the previous king. You have your honor restored for defeating the dragon, and now you have to face the current king and the previous king. And if you win, you have the Triple Crown to say, in a sense.
Look, the former king or whatever is currently frozen. That's what was discussed. That individual has no priority in our manor, unless you want it to be a priority, in which we will facilitate. If you're willing to help us with the dragon, we're willing to help you in any way to help restore you back to kingship.
Yes, we just want the dragon. Now, if you want us to bring back the head as well as the frozen king and be present for such a match, I wouldn't mind a good rousing royale after we've defeated the dragon.
Honor is good. Old king, good faith.
Is that his name, Good Faith?
No.
Oh.
Bring back in good faith.
Oh, yes.
And with all this being said, if you are able to put yourself in a position, you also might be able to save your clan from the crystalline dragons.
Oh.
We give back radiant.
And proving yourself that
And I save Merida.
And the rest of this
I
town.
turn and look at Merida. She's right here, though.
Yeah, she's just kind of like,
What are you saving her from?
she gets to stay in city.
Oh,
without
sure.
Without
Yeah.
the fear of a dragon, yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, sorry. I didn't know where that was leading to.
Yes, you also need to face Jericho, but I don't know much about that situation.
Well,
But Radiant Heart save city.
so, I mean, if you can take over the kingship, you can give back the heart in good faith, and when the crystalline shows up demanding answers, that's easily explainable to the situation, explaining what was going on, and if anything, we might be able to all band together and remove Jericho from his position.
So I think the
Because
first...
we'll have us,
Yes.
the potentially the Frost Giants, under your kingship, and the Crystalline Conclave wanting retribution, understanding that this was not the Frost Giants directly, this was an uncharted negotiation with Jericho specifically.
I think the task at hand is to kill the dragon first.
Yes.
Hardin, do you know how Jericho was able to not be killed by the Frost Giants or kill the Frost Giants? Like, what makes Jericho so strong?
His bow.
That is it? His bow?
Bow is very strong. Take out Frost Giant. One hit.
To the head or the heart?
Is he
Any part
alone?
of the body?
Is he alone, or is he allied with the dragon?
He has
I
a
don't-
family.
I don't know. He has family.
Yeah. You mentioned that.
Wife, 3 kids. but
The Crystalline clan protects the town.
cabin high in mountains, many traps.
I mean, I feel like our priority in the matter should not be worrying about Jericho.
Well, I was just wondering.
Well, no, I mean, but like...
You guys
Jericho
are there
should
too
be-
if you guys want to say anything.
No, I agree. My only thought was
safest
that
route
maybe
is-
the dragon could take out Jericho before we take out the dragon.
But why would a dragon care about us?
Oh, I'll let you guys talk.
Why wouldn't the dragon care about taking out Jericho if he's so territorial about his land? Jericho wants to be king of this place, but the dragon already established that it's his territory. I'm just wondering why the dragon doesn't give two craps about Jericho.
I mean, if anything, he probably doesn't know about Jericho in retrospect. But on top of that, my question is more of why would a dragon listen to us over about killing one
I'm not
individual?
saying listening to us. I'm saying subtly giving the dragon some sort of incentive to kill Jericho without it ever having to necessarily come from us.
But what would be that incentive? What would we give him? We don't know anything about Jericho.
Literally nothing.
The only thing that could be said is that there's an individual that is plotting against the dragon to take over, but we don't know in what area, what manner. If Jericho's willing to scratch a deal also with the dragon, to say, hey, I'll give you some newborns every couple months. You know, like.
But there are no more newborns unless he gives his own children.
Well, he said that he's going to rebuild the city, how he sees fit.
But you need people to do that. No one's come here in decades, or excuse me, I guess months, they said. No one's going to willingly come this far up into a mountain.
But you don't know that, though.
That's true.
Because if willingly, yes, they will not come willingly in the notion that there is a dragon present. However, if there is another deal that is struck, which we already know from the ancients that Merida has told us about, not the ancients but the elders, that there was a deal that was struck at some point, which means that this dragon is open to the notion of negotiation.
Mm-hmm.
So what's to say Jericho says, hey, leave me alone for 2 years, and at the end of 2 years, when I rebuild this city, I'll give you offerings every month.
Fair. I think we just need to take out the dragon.
I think that if we can take out the dragon, bring back kingship, and then return the crystal, and then we have a clan of frost giants, potentially crystalline dragons, along with us, and all of us go against Jericho. Because at that point, Jericho's enemy is all of us.
We're taking on too many responsibilities of a town we barely know anything about. Our priority was the dragon, and we've already got other things that we need to take care of. Let's stick to that. No offense, Hardin, or Merida, or Sarah.
But
We will help if need be, but our priority is this dragon, and so is yours.
which I agree to an extent, but here's the thing, is that we have an individual that we know that we have to face at some point. And trying to get as many allies for that time would be very useful. And if there is such things as a force of dragons, whatever this crystalline dragon is doing, I don't know what they are, right? This is the first time I've heard anything about such thing as a crystalline dragon. Is it a conclave, right? The crystalline conclave, was that mentioned?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so whatever this conclave is of crystalline dragons, would be nice to go up against an enemy that is beyond the age of a god.
True. Oh, who are we talking about? Okay. Yeah. Well, again, I think we need to face what's in front of us, which is this dragon. So, Hardin, you previously faced this dragon. What happened the last time that you faced it? What led you to fail in doing so? Other than its mere power. Does it have certain tactics that it uses to put the person at a disadvantage, or home
Are you
field
asking, like,
advantage?
How he fell, or how he...
Correct.
Yeah.
I think he's just asked for like a breakdown of the fight.
Yes. We know why and what you did, sort of, but...
Challenge made. Dragon stay in cave.
Uh-huh.
I ran in cave.
Uh-huh.
He breathed cold breath. Then I fight with not but an axe. And talons. Actually, do I have this? So he essentially goes down the attacks of a white dragon, which you guys will learn right now once I find the dragon. Did I miss them? I went. Yeah. All right. He tells you that he uses a claw attack. He uses a tail attack. He also has a frightful presence, which he can use once. Yeah. And then he has a cold breath that exhales an icy thing, but he tells you that he can attack more than once, and that he can make another tail attack and a wing attack.
All in a single round.
No, those are just like his options.
Mm-hmm.
He can make a multi-attack, which he can use his frightful presence and then make 3 attacks with 1 bite and 2 claws.
Ooh.
That hurts.
Okay. Anything else?
Are those 3 soft, 3 hard? Sorry, she's texting me. So, what was the question again?
Anything else for the
No.
dragon? Nope.
That's it.
So you know where the lair is?
Oh! He tells you that he can walk on top of icy surfaces without any sort of impairment.
So, outside of the lair, what is the atmosphere of right outside of his lair? Like, what is the surrounding environment?
The whole thing is his lair.
Okay, I'm talking about outside of it.
Well, that's what he told us was outside when he said we have to go past that, and then the lair's right there.
Well, he fought in the cavern.
Yes, in the cavern. I'm talking about outside the cavern.
So there is a lake, like a small lake outside.
A frozen lake.
A frozen lake. Yep. And then off to the right, there's like some stones. It's kind of like rock formations, and then you have the path. What was that?
No, I'm talking to the dog, sorry.
And then you have the mountain pass that kind of comes in on the opposite side of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
And cave is big, like big skull.
What is the terrain like outside of the cavern?
The frozen lake.
It's always blizzard, always.
What about the ground? It's not ice, it's just
Full of snow, but lake has ice.
Lake has ice. Full of snow, though. How tall is snow? In comparison to me, as I'm standing up straight.
So it puts it up to your waist.
Son of a bitch.
What was your plan?
So, with that being said, would I know that it would be half movement, essentially? But running on ice would also be half movement, regardless. So, how tall was the cave? In comparison to you.
He like puts his hand up. You can see like it's maybe 12 feet, 12, 15 feet.
In comparison to you as a frost giant?
Like high. Yeah.
So, how tall how tall are you as a frost giant?
10 feet.
Okay, so 2 more feet, which would mean that if we fought him inside the lair, we have half movement, or we would be encumbered by the ice, but he wouldn't be able to fly.
If you fought, so based on what you know, if you fought outside, you have half movement and your sight is impaired.
And he can fly.
And he can fly. If you fought in the cavern, you have limited area. He can't fly, but you also know that the cavern opens up, so it is a bigger cavern.
He just can't fly.
He could probably like get off the
cover,
feet,
yeah,
like
okay,
get like
yeah.
maybe like 10, 15 feet high, because it's a dragon lair. It's massive. It's
Yes.
so big.
Yeah.
It goes into the mountain, but he's saying the entrance was about 15 feet high.
Yeah. And you fought the dragon at the entrance or inside?
Inside.
Inside.
Is there lighting inside at all?
Not much.
What is not much though? Like, is the only light source that's coming from the entrance? That's it. So there's no other light source inside.
Dragon, no need light.
Yes, correct. Okay. Who's the fastest?
How long does it take to get there?
From here,
Yes.
5 days.
We need to go now. Well, what are we waiting for?
Just trying to think and clarify something. If is there any way in which we could do a sneak attack on this dragon?
What sneak attack?
He sees our movement, even within doors. He said it himself. He'll see us coming.
Dragon leave.
Oh, so we wait until he leaves and then sneak in the lair and set up.
Is there any trees outside of his lair?
No. Just rocks and mountain. Yeah.
Would I be able to know that my fire melts through
Remember,
ice?
I have a special.
Hmm?
I can attack with
Yeah. You do a lot of damage to it right off the bat.
It would, but you also got to take into account like how much ice is there. Like you wouldn't be able to melt it right away. It would take time.
It doesn't have to be surprised. It just hasn't happened.
I can
You just
use
can't have it
fire
that
at
once.
once and take care of a lot of that at once.
You only get that one
But
time.
still, it would be.
You
It,
have
would,
to
it
go
could
first.
help us set up the situation.
True. What we would,
I mean, possibly, but
so what we would need to do is we would get in there ahead of time
Well,
and set
I
torches up
torches.
so we can see.
you have basic understanding that it's a white dragon and that it's frost. But the only thing is, you also got to keep in mind that if you throw a fireball at something on ice, depending on what it is, you have a high probability of hurting whatever it is
The dragon
or shattering it.
surprise us or just
No, I know.
confuse me?
I think it can just smell and senses.
Well, I say we go now.
I'm just saying, we're about to fight an ice dragon, and I have just a lot of fire spells that I can just, shit out.
What does critical hit mean?
So I look at Cass. Cass, does fire do extra damage to an ice dragon? This is specialist.
No.
Speak up a little bit.
No.
Fire does not do extra damage to an ice dragon.
I know, but alright. It lives in a cold weather for a reason, is what I'm saying. It has to be uncomfortable in fire. So if we're gonna counter fight it in a cave, I can heat up the cave long enough to do something. If anybody has any oil, I can put the oil on top of that, smoke out the cave, and make it incredibly uncomfortable for him, and then we can attack him while not having to worry about the frozen floor, not having to worry about any of the movement impairing effects.
But if we're inside this smoking cave, it's also going to put...
It's going to be rough on us, yes, but it gives him the bigger disadvantage than us.
Harden, how big was the entrance into, not from the initial skull entrance from the entrance to where it opens up? How large, how wide, tall?
15 feet. 15 feet by like 20.
15 by 20. Can you wall that up?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Well, yeah, I should be able to. Let me see.
Does critical
But
hit
then
mean
he talks about how the cave opens up into a bigger.
So you roll to see if you hit. And if you do hit, then it
Opens up into a what?
It opens up into a massive cave.
Oh, so just like at the entrance, you want to wall.
Yes, I want to know if we can keep him in here in case he
in the
begins to
cave.
lose and what?
In the cave.
Yeah, inside the opening.
Yeah, I can make 10 feet by 10 feet panels. So 10 of those.
10-foot panels.
10 by 10, yep.
Yeah, so that would be enough to cover it. 10 by 10, 10 by 10s.
It's
What?
not 10 by 10s. It's
No, it is.
10. It's
It is.
It's 10 by 10 walls.
Yes.
That makes no sense.
No, it's
10?
cubes.
10,
Oh, okay.
10 foot by 10 foot panels.
10 foot by 10 foot panels.
Correct. That is the verbiage that I just read directly from that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
actually pretty awesome. So
Yeah.
you can make a thick.
Oh yeah, I
So
could make a
15. Yeah, you can make it. What? At least one or
You
two.
could probably do maybe.
Oh, I could close it up because there's 6
3
feet.
panel. You could do 3, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I could do
So
that.
make it. So it'd be 20 foot.
I mean,
thick.
the only gap that he would have would be the 5 feet that he wouldn't be able to fit through on top.
And this is 6-inch thick
Well,
walls. So
no, you said it was 15 tall.
15
And if he's doing
13. 10 feet
10 to be 20.
by 10 feet.
If he wanted to stack them, I'm just saying it depends on how he wanted to make it either thicker or
Correct.
if he wanted to try and make
It
it.
would only be 6 inches thick. Length 10. Width 10. Depth 6 inches. So I would need to stack them if you
10 of
want
them.
a foot. Foot of
10, 10, 10.
Cass, what are the dimensions? Do you know how big the wingspan of this dragon is? Like, if we were to go from like shoulder to shoulder,
So you can make
nose
it
and tail.
18. You can make it a foot and a half thick.
but I only have 10 of those.
Yeah, that's with one left over. Sure.
What do you want to do with it? Why are we closing it up?
To make sure he can't leave.
So it's a barred up. We're inside. You're inside. Only person coming in or out is
Us.
okay.
You know, he's considered huge.
So you did. If you did this.
Are you telling me that? That's the answer to that question.
If you did.
I don't know specifics,
So 10.
but I know that he's considered huge. So
Well, my question is that if he's huge and that's a 15-foot
Those
gap,
aren't equal.
is that really how he's getting in and out of the cave?
4 by 6.
No. Because it's 15 foot high.
I go to one of the rooms and I go to sleep.
well, he could still walk out of the cave. He's not necessarily like flying out of it, right?
Well, no, that's what I'm trying to find out. Is if that's actually how he gets in the cave,
Or if there's like another way that he gets in.
right.
Yeah, I hear you.
Up to the side.
I'm casting summon chicken, and that chicken is going to go fuck with my home trying to sleep. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
6 inches is a foot and a half.
So, he does, as you guys talk about another entrance, he goes, there is a burrow hole in the back of cave.
How do we get through to that?
It's in cave. It's a big hole in back.
But where does it lead to?
I don't know. Did not fight in hole. Fought in cave.
So there's a back entrance. Would it be through the tunnels?
Is that where the dragon typically comes in and out of the cave from?
I don't know.
When you escaped, did he follow you out the front door? Did he fit through the front of the exit?
I don't know. Did not look. I ran.
So it's safe to assume he didn't follow him outside the front of the cave because the dragon would have caught him. So there had to be something to stop him. So there has to be another entrance into this cave that the dragon comes in and out of.
So this is what I'm thinking. If we wait till the dragon leaves, and then we go into the cavern, we set torches up so that way we can see what's going on for all of us, regardless if Dark Vision or not. Rest if we need to, because I remember it being said that when the dragon leaves, it's gone for a good period of the day before it comes
4 to 6
back.
hours.
What?
4 to 6 hours.
4 to 6 hours. Okay. So it can leave. We can set up everything, wait for it to come back, and as soon as it enters in and we initiate whatever, Emerald, you can board up the entrance that it comes in. That way, it's in a way that there's a 5-foot gap that if we need to retreat, we can get out. But the dragon will be stuck there.
We could also just go through the burrow hole.
We don't know where that leads to or how to get to it.
Oh, well, he said it's in the back of the cave, so you know how to get to it. You just don't know where it leads.
Exactly. I'm saying, we don't know where it goes to, and we don't know how to get to the other side of it, if there is another way to get to it. Unless one of those burrows are underneath of the city.
Which more than likely is. We've got a cavern on one area, and a tunnel with a bunch of cannibals. Well, one cannibalist, and another.
Speaking of which, Emerald found, well, I won't take all the credit. Emerald found this giant pool of blood underneath of one of the buildings that apparently the alleged vampires are. With a whole bunch of stuff down there.
The whole bunch of stuff is dead bodies. There's 25 plus dead bodies.
You said there was like items and stuff too.
Yeah, but it's from the people that were down there. I don't know why they were down there.
Side note, Mary, that we found the people.
Make a history check.
They're floating around in a pool of blood.
Also, speaking of which,
19.
can I have the key so that Rahoon and I can kill this thing?
You also remember, like, you were kind of thinking, like, oh yeah, all the people are back there. And then, like, you kind of think about, too, that the individual that you saw... Wait, did you see the cannibal? Or no?
I think they described him to me.
You described it?
Yeah.
You know that that you also saw a bunch of those down there as well, like dead.
Oh. So I'm like, yeah, so the cannibal that you guys saw, there's a few dead ones down there.
Oh, not just a few, a lot. There's like a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Where did you say there's more cannibals than actual, like, people?
No, there's more people than
Okay.
Oh, yeah, actually, no. We'll say there was more cannibals than there were people.
There's more cannibals down there than there were actual people from this town.
Well, I pulled that thing up 50 feet, so unless they can fly, they ain't getting up.
Well, I'm just letting you know.
Whatever's down there.
There's probably more, and you heard something down there.
I heard a door shut.
Correct. So something else is down there.
Well, we can at least figure out what's going on in the back of this place.
Oh, so we're going to go to the cannibal first? Instead of going directly to the dragon? You want to escape out the tunnel.
So here's my question is, Bob, how does your teleport stuff work?
We can hear.
Hello. Give us 1 second.
I tipped her on the
Which
app.
one? Which one?
I tipped her on one.
Give us 1 second. We have a delivery made. So anyway,
So excited.
so anyway,
Yes, Bob, your teleport. Tell us.
so tell it about the teleport.
Which teleport? I have scrolls of teleportation, and I have dimension door. Dimension door, I won't be able to get there, and then the scroll of teleport requires vigil to be activated.
Okay. Can you teleport Merida and Sarah to Cass's estate?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So, the idea I have is that way they're completely out of harm's way. Okay. And to clarify, Hardin, Cass owns an estate. There are guards there. It is safe there. We'll leave a note so that way they know not to harm her and that she's there under our safety. At least until we settle whatever issue is here, unless there's something you want to add to that.
So we're just going to house them there for the time being?
Are you able to tell? I feel like we need to give everybody at the compound a heads up that we're sending people there, so they're not just showing up.
Oh no, we can't. We can't send them.
Why?
We can because you're not there.
What do you mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is there a way that you can communicate with the head?
It doesn't matter. I was going to say that we could give them a note to be given and have either my signature or your signature, or preferably your signature, whatever, but it won't matter. We can't send them there.
Why? Why does she have to be there?
Because the things will kill them at night.
What things?
The
The
specters.
specters, because I
She's
haven't
not
told
there
them.
to say, "Hey, don't kill them."
Yeah, what was the point of sending them there anyway if we're just going to bring them back?
So that way, whatever has to be done here, they're completely out of harm's way.
Let Rahun and I kill this monster in this tunnel thing, and then we can use the tunnel.
Yeah,
to...
I mean that's a possibility too.
Yeah,
like
just stay here
we
in
can
the
go
tavern.
figure out what is this go here? No, okay. Oh. Save your trip. So if we go, I know that there was a room back there. You said that I saw a room that had like lights or whatever. That there was a room down at the back of the hallway.
Well, there was a room at the back of the hallway that led into the thing, but then you go more in, and it's just pitch black. But then if you look, it goes straight, and then it went left, and then you looked at, you were going to go down the left, and you shot an arrow. You shot a
Because I heard something.
Yeah, a sacred flame, and that's when it shot you, and you raced back. You didn't actually see a room or anything. He's the one that saw the rooms.
So I thought that when I walked all the way down the end, I saw a room, and then there was a hallway that went right, and I heard something to the right.
It was to the left. You had
Whatever,
one straight and
whichever
then
way.
one to the left.
Here's an idea.
You never saw a room on
Alright.
the other one.
Let's just go kill it.
So we can go down there, we can find out what's down at the end of it, and then potentially you and your daughter can stay there while we go deal with whatever has to happen.
Sure.
So wait, where are we staying?
Either here in the tavern
In the tunnel with all the
or
cabins.
in the tunnels.
The tunnels?
Yeah.
Have you been in the tunnels?
There's a tunnel system back there. That's where Johnson was.
Mm-mm.
We'll go clear it out. Harden, you can stay here with the girls, with Merida and Sarah, while we go clear it out.
Okay.
I will create food and water.
Let's go kill something. If I don't kill something in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna lose it.
Okay. I mean, you realize you might die, right?
Yes, I'm willing to take that chance.
All right.
All this talking and no action is giving me...
Actually, no. There's still food and water from earlier. I don't want to waste the spell slot because I'm already low on those. On some.
Do you have the key?
What key?
The key to open the
freaking
stone
key!
wall.
I turn and I just start walking.
Okay.
I knock on the door. I say, "Trey, you want to come with?"
Yes, I will come. As she kind of opens the door, she's like, "Everything good?"
Yeah.
Okay. Go back to your mom. And you see that she goes back to Merida. You guys all get back to the back?
Yeah. And I explain to them that the food should probably be there for at least. I think it's like another 3 to 4 hours that the food would be present from when I did it. Because it's 45 pounds worth, so.
I'm not worried about it.
Feel free to eat as much as that as you want.
Bob, what did you say?
I said I'm gonna go wake up Rahum and see if he was able to sleep with the chicken squawking around his room.
Oh, sure.
So you see it squawking around, and you see Rahun sleeping like a baby.
Oh, I'm so upset with you, Einstein. I'm so upset with you. I'm gonna need you to do better next time. I'm gonna wake him up.
Okay, so you wake up Rahun.
Dude, we're going to kill something. You wanna come?
Yes.
Get your ass up and let's go.
I get up.
So you guys.
We're gonna leave the party now, we're not gonna go to the party. We're gonna go to the door. That's what's gonna happen here. You think you can kick this bitch in?
What door?
That's where the last door that we were going to.
The door's open to the room.
Oh well, fuck it. I'm gonna walk in. You wanna go?
I mean,
That's where we're going, right?
Yeah.
now.
All right, so everybody's in the back room,
Correct.
and you guys are looking at the stone wall.
Is there a table of some sort?
I mean, it's thrown,
Run through.
and it's broken.
But is there still a solid surface of some sort? Like this high? Like if I turn it on its side or whatever.
Sure.
Sure. Okay. So I turn the table on its side. I move it up to the door. I say I'm only going to crack this baby open a little bit, and if this thing is still on the other side, then hopefully
I'll shoot it with my wand of fireball.
you and Cass be ready to. What? No.
Yes.
No.
Can we hear?
No. We're all here.
Did I ask what was in it? Open the door!
I said I'll
Fireball!
use my wand of fireball. It'll be a direct hit.
And it'll hit all of us.
Well, we don't know the radius of it.
Yes, we do know the radius of it.
Oh,
It's
do
a,
we?
20 foot. Yeah, no, it's big.
Oh, okay.
don't do that.
I thought it was much smaller than
No.
that. Well, I'll use it on the dragon then.
Rahun, do you want to stand right on the other side of this this thing? This wall, whatever, that makeshift wall?
Sure.
Okay. So at least he's holding that in place. And then I'll help him when I open it. But so I'll take the stone key, I'll turn it, and then I'll
As
push.
he's doing that, I cast Flame Blade.
I'm only gonna do it about to the point that it's still whatever is there is still covering. I'm only gonna do a little bit.
So all of you get this scent of decayed flesh. As you open it up
Man, I'm hungry.
to an empty hallway. But you see blood.
Sacred flame.
Does that you don't see anything?
I have my Flame Blade with me, so it's also producing some light.
Hello down there! Fresh meat!
You listen, you don't hear
I
anything.
queue up the firebolts.
I'm just gonna go down
When I did the sacred flame, was there anything that I saw in that 60 foot?
No. And you see as Rahun just kind of pops over the table. He's like, well,
I'm behind you.
All right, so I'll slide it the rest of the way. Start going.
Off we go.
I'll cast light on my sword, I guess, because I don't have a shield.
sure. So you guys proceed down the hallway.
Correct.
Still see it's all blood. You guys don't hear anything though. It's almost dead silent. As again you get to that same part. You can go straight or you can go left.
So when I saw it to the left.
Mm-hmm.
What did he say?
I
He
shoot.
turns left.
I shoot another one down to the left.
There, you shoot it down. You don't see anything.
I turn back and I shoot down the straight way.
You don't see anything.
Shut.
Left or right, boys?
I don't know because
I'm already going left.
I'm following.
so the issue is that we left the door open,
Oh, we did.
and I don't want. I mean, not that I don't think Hardin is capable, but I really don't want to divide us. And
So let's shut the door.
how far was it a walk? It wasn't that far, but it wasn't.
45, 50 feet, maybe.
Okay, so go back to the wall. Is there? I'll inspect the area because I know what I'm looking for as far as where the key is or whatever. Is there something that opens the door, like a lever or nothing?
From the inside?
Okay.
When you make an investigation check.
I get advantage because I know what I'm looking for, like the notion of the key or whatever.
Sure.
Because I have no investigation.
Because I'd rather you know this information.
17.
You know that if you close it, it is a one-hit close. You close, you're in.
So how the hell did he get out?
Who?
Johnson.
Should have asked him before it died.
Cody, or Rahun, sorry, you go down probably about another 30, 45 feet with your dark vision coming from the light that's coming in from wherever. You notice that it goes straight, and then you can go right. But when you turn right, there's a door. But the door seems to be scratched on, beaded a little bit. Blood is on it, but it still looks like it's holding.
Awesome. I go up to it and I pound on it with my fist and then listen for a second.
Sure. You pound on it.
I check if the door's locked.
Yo, it's locked.
I start hacking it down with my axe.
Okay, so you hear the.
Is this a metal door?
No, it's like a hardwood
Oh, okay.
with like a stone outer layer.
So this is when he went to the
I
left
hack
and the
away
right.
until I can see a crack into it.
All right, so you're gonna be hacking a while because this one's a pretty sturdy door.
So I'm going to walk to Hardin.
Mhm.
I'm going to have Hardin come over to the door.
Sure.
I'm going to show him where the key is. I'm going to say you turn it, door opens, you push, you move over, whatever. We're going to close this door. I really don't want to do that in case we're running, but
We're capable.
I know I just don't.
We've gotten this
There's
one.
no way.
We'll find another way.
There's no. If we're stuck down here, we're just screwed. Okay, so here's the thing. We're going. So the door to the room opens into the hallway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Arden, barricade the door into this room to the other side.
Okay.
We're going to leave this open, but in case any of those things get past us, so that way we can get back, but in case any of these things get past us, that's at least barricaded, hopefully enough time for you to secure whatever strategic opportunity that you need, to defend whatever them to.
By the way, I'm with Rahoon. I walked down the hallway and I realized I was on mute.
Okay. So you want him to board, or to, here's the door, the hallway side of it?
Yes.
Okay.
You said the door opens into the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So barricade the door from the other side, and then if anything, when we get back from whatever, we'll knock on it and, we'll contact you to move the barricade.
Okay.
But we're going to leave this open because it only opens from this side.
Okay.
So it's in case we need to run out.
Okay.
Does he actually understand me?
Yeah, seems like he's just, yeah.
Okay, cool. We're going to go try to deal with whatever the hell's down there.
Okay.
And I start walking back.
Okay. So you walk back. So you're hacking. You finally get a little slit, and you look inside. You don't see anything because it's dark.
Cool. Head back to the group.
Okay. So he turns around, Bob, and you're right there.
You're muted.
I'm gonna tell him to get out of the way. I'm gonna do a fireball if I close the door down.
There's no point.
Well, you said you didn't see anything because it's dark.
I never said I didn't see anything. I just turn around, and there's no point. I was just to check to see if anything's on the other side. Let's just go back to the group. They're unknown territories with unknown enemies.
So this was down. They went down to the left and then to the right, correct?
Yeah. So the way it goes is you went straight up,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can continue or go to the left. You went to the left, and then they went further, and then you can go either right or straight.
Oh,
And they went to
okay.
the right and saw
Okay.
the door.
All right.
So you guys all come back to the first initial
Turning point.
T.
Correct.
As I guess we'll go ahead and stop there for a night.
Oh, really?
11 o'clock. Where you guys are now starting the cannibal dungeon.
Campbell Dungeon, we're all at the whatever.
Yeah.
And you said what? That there's a door?
Yeah, he's
I
still
haven't
gone.
said anything yet.
Oh.
So
That's where he wants to
he got
stop.
to the door and
Oh,
came
the
back.
ending?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And that's where we're gonna.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Yep. So with that, we'll be back next week, where you guys will now start taking on some of the cannibals and the interesting ththings that lie in the mountains. So, we appreciate you guys staying in. I know, especially Cody or Chainsaw Cody and the other people that were staying on. Like our Facebook page, all that good stuff. We will see you guys next week. Still tentative. I'm not really sure. Are we actually playing? Do we know this? What time are we coming back from Orlando?
That's not up to me.
So anyway, we will keep you guys updated on that, and but I will be prepared either way. And I know that Rahoon's not feeling too good, so he'll be back here next week, hopefully feeling better. He's gonna go get some sleep. He was back there so that way he didn't, get everybody else sick, and then people not showing up all. So, but anyway, we'll see you guys next week here on Epic Interactions. Oh, and a train will be with us. So,
Hopefully.
we'll see you guys next week. You guys be epic.